The 2011-2012 season has come to an end for the Elon women's basketball team as the Phoenix put together another promising year for this program on the rise. Building off a successful regular season that saw the squad match a school record for Southern Conference wins, the Phoenix went off to Asheville, North Carolina for the SoCon tournament. After locking up a first-round bye for the second straight season, the 5th-seeded Phoenix took on the 4th-seeded Samford Bulldogs. An off-shooting performance for Elon decided the game as the team fell to the eventual tournament champs. And while they didn't reach their ultimate goal of winning a conference championship, the Phoenix had come a long way from where they began nearly 9 months ago. This season's journey for the Phoenix began on June 22, 2011, when former North Carolina star and assistant coach Charlotte Smith was announced as the 6th head coach in Elon women's basketball history. With Smith and her assistants on board, the players and coaches became quickly acclimated with each other on a trip to Europe this past summer.
We were really excited to meet the new staff, and we got to go to Europe with them, so that was a good time for us to kind of bond with them and kind of learn more about them outside of basketball. Having that extra time was really beneficial to us later on because we didn't have to try as hard to get to know each other once the season started. Even though we had the new coaches, I think we've grown with them and they've kind of grown with us, and everyone's developed, and I think as long as you're learning something every day, as long as you're getting better every day and growing every day, then I would consider that a success.
It took little time for Coach Smith to leave a mark on her new team, as the players immediately noticed her excitement and enthusiasm to take on the challenge of leading the Phoenix.
I think having Coach Smith here is just great. She's a great person, a great coach, and it could be a little difficult for the first year, but it never really showed on her face. She always came in confident, ready to play. She was very optimistic about, the program and the games and, everything overall. So I think Elon's in very good hands.
Harper acted as an extension of her coach on the court all season long. As the point guard stepped up to be the leader her teammates needed.
I'm especially impressed with Aisha Harper because she's really stepped into the point guard role and kind of taken it on her own. And before, seasons before, we've kind of had that shaky position that we didn't really know who was going to start that night, or we didn't know what was going to happen. But she's kind of taken this team and said, this is my role, and I'm going to take it with head on, head of steam, and I'm going to perfect it.
She really did a great job of stepping up this year, and I was really proud of the way that she kind of came out of her shell and was able to be really successful.
But for the senior, it wasn't difficult to take on the added responsibility, as leading was something that just came naturally to her.
It was just something I did. It wasn't anything that was conscious. I wasn't like, okay, I'm going to go out here and, it wasn't anything that was set out and planned. It was just, how it happened, and I took that role and tried to do as best as I could.
The Phoenix followed Harper's lead and put together excellent seasons. Ford made headlines all year long with her play, leading the team in scoring and finishing 3rd in points per game in the SoCon. She also moved up to 3rd place all-time in points scored in Elon women's basketball history and set the record for most career three-pointers in the Southern Conference. In addition, Ford was named to the all-conference team by both the coaches and media. Evans' season was a successful one as well, as the forward set a career high in points per game and was top 10 in the conference in both scoring and rebounding. She was named 2nd team All-SoCon by the media poll. Joining Ford and Evans with postseason recognition was newcomer Sam Kofor, who after cracking the starting lineup mid-season was named to the coaches and media's all-freshman teams. With next season on their minds, the returning players know expectations will be high for a senior-laden team that's hungry to take home some hardware.
Next year, we'll definitely, no matter how this ends up, we're going to come in with that sense of urgency, like, this is our year, this is our senior year. There's no going back. We can't say, I wish we could have done this last year. It's, we have to do it this year.
We're going to try to compile everything we have to reach our goals, because, we've had the goal of winning the tournament since I've been here. and we have one more shot at it.
And while Harper won't be there to enjoy the ride next year, she knows that the women's basketball program has a bright future on the horizon.
I think we have great possibilities. I think the way the program is going right now, the success is, well, ultimate success is very close to us. Definitely winning that Southern Conference and going to the NCAAs is something that's very close. I really believe that.